Yes, today, today being the 13th day of the month of March of 2026, there's something we all of us, everybody don't know by this time of the day. Anybody will get hand in the illegal rendition, anybody will support the government on the illegal prisoning of Nnamdi Kanu, anybody will don't speak ill of Nnamdi Kanu, we know say at a point or at some point, something drastic, something unfortunate, something spiritual, they always happen to them, abi? And something maybe say all of us don't know. As of today, today's own is quite different because Asari Dokubo don't use his mouth. He use his mouth talk with it on land and for trouble. He use his mouth talk with it don't attract the US police, the US military, the US security structure to be on his trail and to be on his neck. And this whole thing where Dokubo don't talk has vindicated Nnamdi Kanu invariably. So what don't happen? Well, relax and calm down. In this video, I will break every single thing. What don't happen for you? I will explain them step by step. Even show you pictures, show you videos. You can use your own eyes, see them, and use your own ear, hear them. To do that effortlessly and efficiently, we have to employ the services of our illustrative software. Okay? Showing right now on your screen our illustrative software. And what did happen to Dokubo as we speak. This man now don't use the hand, put he himself for trouble. What did happen? As of the early hours of today, a particular user on Twitter known as Kizzy Uzoma exposed a video of Dokubo. He exposed it for the whole wide world to see. And wait till he use the mouth talk. This one no be AI. No be artificial intelligence. So now Dokubo talk am, can still say yes, and me talk am, and nothing go happen. What did this man say? Well, to make you understand the context of things, I need to play a particular video for you. Oh yeah, now the video now I go play next. Take a listen.
But like I said, you call me a jihadist. I am. My name is Mujahid. He who carries out jihad. That's what it means in Arabic. That's the name I adopted. Listen to me very well.
So, if you paid attention to that video clearly, you go see say Dokubo made a statement. He talks say he's a jihadist. He say, I am a jihadist. My name, they related with jihadists, with jihad and all. But the problem we come there here be say, if you, a Christian, hear the word jihadist or a jihad, you don't go know what it mean, no? Until I break them down for you. Showing right now on your screen as something coming from the European Parliament as a link. Oh, most times you guys ask us, where do we get our news from? We do research. When we do research, we'll get news where you know. So this is coming from European Parliament as a link and as a source. What are these guys saying? Jihadists are individuals or members of a group subscribing to an extreme militant interpretation of the Salafist ideology, believing they have a religious duty to use violence to replace existing regimes with strict fundamentalist Islamic order. They often target government, civilians, and other Muslims deemed apostates. If that grammar too big, make I explain them for you. Okay? Dokubo came outside openly to tell the whole wide world that, see you, whatever notion, connotation, or anything you guys believe a jihadist will be or a jihad will be, I am one. He said his name is associated with jihadists. What be jihadist in a very simple and common sense? And people we use any form of violence to achieve their religious goals and aims. Meaning say, if for instance, me being a Christian, okay, let's say in Christianity there's something called, let's call it the choirs in Christianity. And these choirs believe say, if I buy you, our God go forgive us because of say, we dey follow his ways and method. Now, what's jihadist be? And Dokubo don't come outside. I just gave you an example. Dokubo don't come outside and talk, say, he now one, he's a jihadist though, in the Muslim religion. And make una know, make una fear, make una dey fear. As we dey speak now, things don't change. Things don't happen. What did happen now? Make I show you the key aspects of jihadists, because that video where I just play for you, it don't attract the US embassy, it don't attract the US government, and everybody will be friends to Dokubo, will be an American. So let's look at the key aspects of jihadists. It will be the ideology. They follow a radical, literalist interpretation of Islam, often associated with Salafi jihadism or Wahhabism, that views violence as necessary tool. They get their objective, which is the primary goal is to establish a state governed by their interpretation of Islamic law, often by overthrowing what they consider un-Islamic government. Now they say, this is not funny. What will be their method? Jihadist groups utilize insurgency, terrorism, and propaganda targeting both Western interests and regional governments to achieve their goals. Examples of such groups, you don't get them, and then they for your screen while they use my pen, take highlights. As you can see, Dokubo don't use the mouth talk, says a member too. Nobody asked you to speak. Now you sit down, record yourself. Now you sit down on camera, press record, come begin talk with nobody ask you to talk. Now you don't land for big problem. After making that statement, what could happen? I've showed you the key aspects of what he claims say he's a member to, but what happened next? Okay, some individuals reached out to the US embassy. They sent the videos to the US embassy in Nigeria, because US embassy there for Abuja, one still in Lagos. The one in Lagos is a consulate. They can't send these videos to the US embassy. Say, see what this man talk regarding Nigerian's government. This man talk, it's a problem to our security. So who sent that video to the US embassy? We don't know. But it's not as difficult as you think. I can just watch that video and package them. Anybody can just watch the video, package them as a document for MP4 file and send them to the US embassy. It is as simple as A, B, C, D. Too hard. So somebody did that. They don't package and give them. And what we think, probably it can be somebody in the Nigerian's government channels, intelligence corporation, or anybody from the public who don't write petition using that video as a reference and as a proof. So if somebody notifies the embassy now will take actions immediately. Because if you know the USA very well, they don't joke with intelligence. They don't joke with security intelligence at all. Only in Nigeria, you go tell police, say, Omo, bandits, they bush. The police go, they look elsewhere. In the USA, if somebody says that the embassy has been notified, it could mean several things. Someone sent a petition or complaint to the embassy. Nigerian authorities shared security information through diplomatic channels. Activists or citizens reported statements or activities to the embassy. They will take actions immediately. Nobody's going to play on intelligence, as the case may be. Now, since the USA has been officially involved of the statements made by this man, when he use his own hand, put himself for trouble, what do he even mean? First thing first, this man cannot go anywhere close to the USA. He cannot even travel to any country where they say the USA is an ally to. This man cannot travel to Israel. He cannot travel to USA as a whole. Now, maybe only Nigeria fits. They take your nonsense and probably Benin Republic. How does the USA perceive this whole thing as we speak? Okay, take a look at this document really right now on your screen. United States generally treats people identified as jihadists, especially those linked to a violent extremist groups, as this particular word and suspect or enemies under national security law. The response depends on situation, but it usually falls into several main approaches. So what this man don't talk now can be perceived as just a political statement, but his past history speaks otherwise. Say this man was once upon a time a militant, and as even to this day and time, Dokubo has some men with they wield arms and ammunitions. He don't even talk. Say he they even help the Nigerian army to fight insecurity. He don't talk. Say the Nigerian army cannot stop him. And this man was once a militant, using his past history and his current history and current activities. If this man tells you he's a jihadist, almost make you fear. And the USA are not here to take chances like we do in Nigeria. So don't tell you how the USA, they handle them. Now, what's going to happen to this man if he's arrested and sent to the USA, or he moves anywhere close to the USA territory? What's going to happen to them? Well, take a look at this. Criminal prosecution, US courts. If a suspect is arrested and brought to the USA, they are charged under the US federal terrorism laws. The case is handled by the Federal Bureau of Investigations and the US Department of Justice, okay? Trial take place in federal courts. Are you following? And what will be the possible penalties? Long prison sentences. Now, one of the biggest penalties, the way if you come outside, come talk to you, a member of that group, you go fit chop long prison sentence. And this man now don't go put himself for trouble. But at the same time, there's some legal context you need to know. Whether you like Dokubo or not, there are some things you need to pay attention to, because as a human, I don't like Dokubo. I don't like his views. I don't like his views and the way he carries opinions. You know me say I hate his person. I just don't like his views. I don't buy into or subscribe into the way he thinks. But then there are some things you need to know. What are the legal context in most countries, including Nigeria, USA, and Europe? Simply saying you are a jihadist is not automatically a crime if you do not engage in violence or plan to attacks. Like I've told you, Dokubo's case is different. He gets men where they're on ground. We don't see them. We don't see videos countless of times. This man tell you, say, he will come for you. He has the men and the tools to do so. So if he tell you that he's something, you have to pay attention, because he was once a big militant. Okay? So the article continued by saying, problems arise if authorities believe the person is linked to this particular organization, planning or committing this particular act, recruiting or financing this word we do right now on your screen. And all of these things why I don't show you now. Something maybe say anybody if you say Dokubo can possibly do. What are these some examples we need to pay attention to? If someone saying I'm a jihadist online could be monitored by security agencies, but would only face charges if there are evidence of illegal activities, you don't see them. So they just need illegal activities from the place of Dokubo, which we don't see countless times. Like this man can talk and do him bio. He has the men on ground. That is, he controls some militia in his own space. His militia cannot leave Rivers State and travel to, like, let's say, Anambra State to go and do something. They cannot try it. But he controls some men on ground. That is why the USA are paying close attention to him because of his past record, his track records with the on ground. Someone could bring them to your notice how this man don't use his own hand, put himself on trouble. He just sit down by himself, decided to cook up something that will land him under the watch eyes and the close inspection of the US police and the security structure. I don't even know why, what be his intention. I've been a mistake, I've been at something when you do purposely. We don't know for sure. But one thing we know is that this man cannot travel to the USA or to Israel. Nobody will welcome you with such ideology. You don't come outside, you can't tell us who you be and what you believe in. You are free to believe in whatever you want to believe in. But if what you believe in will become a problem for person where they beside you, it will quench you, it will calm you down. You can believe in anything you want to believe in, but don't be a problem to your next door neighbor. Don't be a problem to somebody who doesn't believe or have the same views as you. And that side problem go there. You understand? So this man now, we don't know what will happen to her in the next coming days, but we go to watch him closely. He don't make statements will be say go put down for wahala, and our wahala in the enter.